Good evening, everybody, and hopefully you can hear us both okay. My name is Zaheer. This is obviously Rebecca. I forgot where the camera is. It's over there.
It's over here. It's moved.
Yeah, I'm back with my little mic, and Rebecca's got her big mic. I've got a big voice, so I get the little mic. Rebecca's got a little voice,
so I get the big mic.
You get the big mic, exactly. So yes, it's
and you can't trust me to hold the mic.
No. Right? It's not that. It's just you don't want to really sit here holding this little.
No, I don't really. I'll be
piddly
honest.
mic, do you?
Yeah,
for the whole time. No.
No.
So good evening. Like I said, it is Chinwag number 239. Thank you for popping in, Dave Repairs. Appreciate it. I think Dave is the only person in the chat at the moment.
Yes.
So thank you for popping in, Dave. Was it a few more people coming? Are there? Oh, that's good. That's good to know. So this is like our weekly chat where we update you guys on how our week has been, and we come up with like a little topic if we can. So yeah, we're not always going to have topics, but we'll try.
It just gives us something to talk about.
Yeah. Dave, if you could just let us know you both Beck and I sound okay, so there's not like any issues with the audio, that would be great, and then we can just start chatting.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan?
It sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. I think it sounds like a plan. Right. Well, while we're waiting for Dave to update us, no pressure, Dave.
He might have left the chat.
Yeah, Dave's left.
Do you know what? I'm off.
Yeah. We're just going to have to wing it. I think we sound good. I am monitoring. So we've titled this week's chat, as you can see, and it's saying, when did you last upgrade your sourcing methods? That's what we've called it.
Yeah.
There's a number of reasons for that. People are starting to come in and say hello now. Lincoln Seller Mother's Mustache, hello. How are you? So there's a reason why we thought we would kind of call it, when did you last upgrade your sourcing methods? And the reason is, like, Beck and I have been thinking about this quite a lot recently, because we're kind of looking ahead and we're thinking, right now we're sourcing quite well from the car boots. We're also picking up some stuff. We've got some decent contacts starting to go on, but we didn't always have those.
No, we didn't.
No. And what got us thinking was, like, we've been reselling now for quite a few years, right? And over those years, you upgrade stuff, don't we? Like, we all upgrade stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's the plan. Well, unless you don't feel like you need to.
Yeah, you get better and you figure out better ways of doing things. So, for example, when I first started selling on eBay, I thought I was ahead of the curve anyway, because I was printing out my labels, which at that time not many people were. A lot of people were still handwriting. So I was printing out my labels on my inkjet printer, which obviously started to cause issues with cost of ink cartridges as I was selling more. And then I upgraded to a laser printer, and I was still printing out one label per A4 sheet. And then I was guillotining the label and then sticking it to my parcels. Then I figured out I could print 4 labels per A4 sheet.
You were like, hey.
I was like, wow, that's an improvement, right? That's progress. So then I was printing 4 labels on one A4 sheet, so I wasn't wasting as much paper. And I was still then guillotining 4 labels off and then sellotaping them to each parcel.
So not even sticking.
Not sticking.
Not sticking labels. Yeah. A4 paper.
Yeah, we weren't at that level. But it really nicely illustrates the point that you upgrade stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we've gone from, when I started reselling, printing out one A4 label per A4 sheet on an inkjet printer, to then moving on to a laser printer because it's more economical and faster, to then figuring out how to print multiple labels onto one A4 sheet on the laser printer. So there's another improvement. And you do these upgrades, and then now finally we've gotten to the stage where a lot of people are, and a lot of people start at, which is now we've got a thermal label printer, haven't we?
Yeah.
So and we've then advanced by figuring out how to get free thermal rolls from Royal Mail by having a business account. So
which is fantastic.
Exactly. So now we look at that progress, right? So from starting out reselling all those years ago, what I can say is my label printing
has definitely changed.
What I can say, that's the one improvement.
Now link this into sourcing. I want to see how you link this.
No, is that our biggest achievement since starting to resell? Our biggest achievement
is upgrading
our printing methods. So, we laugh, it's kind of funny.
It's awesome.
So that's the upgrade. Now, imagine if 6 years later, all right, since reselling, since moving up, it's been 6 years since we moved up here. I think I just started reselling just before we'd moved up really, like, properly. Now, imagine if 6 years later I was still printing out my labels on an inkjet paper, one A4 sheet at a time using a paper guillotine. That would be not good, right? You'd be like, hey, Zaheer, maybe you should check out these thermal printers that are out,
Yeah.
You'd say, right?
You would, wouldn't you?
You'd say that. And...
or maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you just keep doing what you're doing.
No, but what if someone said it to you and then you couldn't just ignore it, could you?
But no, you'd be like,
no, it's
alright, I'm fine as I am.
Yeah, so... No, now that would be bad, right? If I did that. Yeah, it'd be no progress, right?
Yeah.
So then logically, the question then, you don't just jump from that. But the point is, in the same way, the same logic can apply to sourcing, because when you first start reselling, what do? We go to car boots and charity shops. 6 years later, what do?
We're still doing
car boots
and charity shops.
Right? So that's not progress.
Yeah.
That's not progress, is it?
No,
it's not.
Not fully.
There's a few people.
Full progress, I guess. What we're talking about, right, is we need to upgrade our sourcing methods. And that long-winded conversation about how we upgraded the printer was proof that we can do it.
That was my hypothesis.
Yeah.
That was my
And now we're going to talk about it.
All right. So let's quickly go and say a few hi. A few people have come in while we were talking about our path of upgrade in the world of label printing. Jay Dennis says sound was good. Mother's Mustache, Lincoln Seller, Oliver Ian, thank you for popping in. Z, thank you for popping in. Barry Francis, BCP. Thank you guys. Tap Peddler has popped in. Maryland's as well. Fix It for reselling. Yep, the Larry Grayson mic is back. Printing inkjet, then laser, then zebra 6x4. Yep, same story here, says Jay Dennis. See, Jay Dennis can appreciate what we're talking about. Mandy says, in my caravan in Weymouth, but just saying hi. Mandy, hope you enjoy your trip. I hope you're having a great time. Thank you for popping in to say hi. Shifting, moving, changing. Oliver Ian says, I'm still writing out labels with a quill. Very funny. Ainsley says, when did you get a YouTube passport? I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Jay Dennis says, we use Hermes a lot and using the Royal Mail rolls, print 2 labels out for each order. As we worked out, lost parcels are normally caused by one label being damaged and unreadable. Okay. Nice to see the tiny mic maker return, says Barry, though shouldn't there be a clip with it so you could clip it to your shirt? I've tried clipping it to my shirt. There is indeed a tiny clip, a little crocodile clip there. I don't know if you can see that. But unfortunately, when I move it away from my mouth, even slightly, you can see the audio just disintegrates. It just vanishes.
Yeah, so it's better when you hold it.
I much prefer holding it. And Nick and Andrea, Nick has popped in. Thank you for popping in, Nick. Hello. Good to catch you live. Been a while. It has been. Thanks for popping in, Nick. Appreciate it. We gave up charity shops and car boots years back. Auction, commercial and normal, plus we've made contacts in China, so source a lot direct, says Jay Dennis.
Ooh,
there you go.
That's good.
Their laughter is amazing. Love hearing it. Oh, Mother's Mustache, that's very kind of you. I don't know if you were saying that to me or not, actually. If you were saying that to us, Mother's Mustache, thank you. If you weren't, then fine. Inkjet, laser, thermal, laser, and back to inkjet as they break. My Zebra label printer was a game changer. It took me forever to upgrade, says Nick. Well, this is the thing. This is what, like, clip it to your beard says. Clip it to my beard. You know what?
It might work.
Should I try that?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're going to do it, aren't you?
Yeah, let me try that. Hold on. See if I can R. Kelly this to my beard. If I can do that, that would be quite good, right? It's an upgrade. There you go. Look, we're improving.
Won't it annoy you every time?
I don't know. We'll see. If it does.
Okay, well, here we go. It's going to try clipping it to his beard.
just chill. Just chill.
Oh man.
If it hurts, so hold on. It better not hurt. Got quite a lot of beard. So hold on.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot.
All right. That works. That works really well. Does it look a bit silly? Does it look a bit silly? Does it look a little bit silly? Can you notice it? Camouflage it.
No, you can't notice a wire coming from your beard.
I'm gonna have to turn the gain down because it's so close. This is a serious. This is a serious channel.
Don't believe you.
This is a serious channel. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we keep this serious?
You could be in your beard, man.
That's a great idea. There you
Really
go. See, we started off last week with me holding this mic.
Stop.
Now. See, it all works.
Yeah.
It works with the Do you see how that works with what we were talking about? I'm gonna have to return the gain down a little bit on it. Yeah.
Can we try and be serious? I'm not constantly wiping my eyes.
Oh, Barry says, R. Kelly, it's your beard. Are we allowed to mention? That's a good point.
I'm not
That's
sure
a good point.
Actually,
I forgot.
if I'm honest.
See, I am of an age where R. Kelly was like, I got that vibe and all that, and I forgot completely.
Yeah.
I retract the R. Kelly statement. R. Kelly is definitely not okay to mention. So yeah, I take that back.
Yeah.
Right. So what we were should get back to the point now. What we were gonna say is when it comes to sourcing, I really do need to turn the gain down a little bit. I think when it comes to sourcing, can you stop this, please? This is what we. Do you want me to take it off? Do you want me to take it off?
I'm okay. Carry on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not looking at you. Anyway, sorry to disrupt you.
It's fine, man.
Just keep going.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay.
Yep.
Dave says you married this guy. Hey, Jess. Jess says 9 weeks till Wales. No refunds. Okay.
No, I can't wait.
Can we?
He won't come with the clipped mic.
All right. Here we go. So, as we were... Can you keep it together, please?
Yeah.
Can you keep it... Think of something serious, okay? Think of something serious.
Yeah, I think it's a bit serious and not look at you.
We've got bills to pay next week.
Yeah, I know.
Is that serious?
No.
Is that not doing it? No, okay. All right, here we go. Now, the idea...
gosh.
All right, the idea is...
You were talking about sourcing.
We were talking about sourcing. So we've talked about how we've upgraded many different things. So I'll just move that a bit. You know what? I'm gonna just take it. You know what? I'm just gonna hold this because it's not gonna work. I preferred it. Okay, I preferred it. I thought it was a great idea, and right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be serious.
Oh, are we good now? Are we good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Now, the point I was making was, as we've talked about upgrading upgrading our labels, etc.
Mm-hmm.
We've not really upgraded how we get our inventory. A lot of people haven't. We were thinking, we were just thinking like, at the moment it's the summertime and we're sourcing regularly from the car boots, etc. And we were like, we're doing well with that, and in turn we're able to list consistently on eBay.
Yeah.
And that means our sales have become a lot more consistent. And you brought this up saying, you're worried that the same thing's going to happen as last year.
Yeah, because
where our sales took a dip because our sourcing
sourcing dried up through winter last year, which affected us massively. And I am worried. I'm thinking about it now, even though we're going through like our technically good months.
Yeah.
And that's for the shop and on eBay. I'm worried that when we hit the October mark again, that's when because it's like shortly after Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah.
Halloween tends to be good in the shop. Yeah. And then we just kind of go, it goes really, really quiet.
It went really quiet, yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of, it was one of those situations where like, how do we kind of make that not happen again? We don't want it to happen again where we get to Christmas and our sourcing gets affected in any way. And, you know, you have to try different things. And this year, I think there's a couple of things that we're trying. We have built up some relationships. I think that's the number one thing, really.
Yeah.
The longer you're doing this, the more opportunity you've got of building up relationships. And touch wood, we've now gotten to a stage where we're picking up some really good items. And like we're getting calls and we're getting messaged to see whether we'd be interested in certain things, and that takes time. That takes a lot of time, and you need to have been like just doing your thing for quite a while to get to that. Now, what? Come on, this is
oh my thing.
Oh my. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I can do this. I can do this.
I thought it was really good. It actually sounded really good as well.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it actually sounded really good. Yeah. I might have to figure a way out.
I think
you know. So we want to kind of so we've started doing a few different things. We've started to make some improvements on how we source. I mean, I think everyone's baseline is going to be car boots, isn't it? Really, car boots and charity shops, depending on the area that you live in. Yeah. So that's everyone's baseline.
And we've got auctions as well.
You've got auctions. So auctions you can add. I mean, but it's all about like how can you like upgrade your methods, as it were, because even auctions are like they're similar to car boots. I think the next step up really is relationships. Yeah. Because you know, like auctions are great, but you are still in the open market at that point, just like with car boots. So you know, obviously you're competing directly. Now, I feel the relationships are definitely the next step. And if you look at people like I there's some certain people that I keep an eye out on, and I check out their socials and things and how they do things, and a lot of it, the best thing is when people start bringing you stock. When people start bringing you stock, I think that is a massive upgrade. Okay. Now we're starting to get a little bit of that. We could be doing a lot better, but we're still a little bit apprehensive to do that, because we want to make sure we've got enough money always free, because the worst thing would be to advertise that and have people bring you stuff and then not have enough money.
I mean, it's different to kind of not act on it because it's not the right sort of thing that you're looking for, you can't necessarily agree on a price with the person that brings something in. But we're always very, very upfront when people start talking to us about it at the shop. We're always very much like, this is how we do it. Obviously you can get more for it if you do it yourself. So we're very, very like honest about
how we
what
we pay, et
so it's like, this is what we'll pay you, but you can obviously get it if you're willing to, you know, put it on Facebook Marketplace or sell it on eBay. So that would be get more. That is
I think having people bring stuff to you is definitely an upgrade. And then obviously the other thing is having like Tap Peddler there, Derek mentioned, we all need a guy. Like, you know, like Lonnie used to have his guy, and you know, we've now started to get to the stage where, like, even today I actually got stuff held back for me, stuff put aside. I get the odd message saying, hey, is this of any interest to you? And that is a massive upgrade, because there's plenty of other competition that goes to this place, and that's great. They don't get this stuff. it doesn't matter that they're going. They could be working really hard and visiting many times during the day, but unless they happen to turn up exactly when the stuff turns up and they see it and they inquire about it, they're not going to get it. Whereas the people I know also have learned or are learning what I like to pick up and are willing to put it aside. And they know exactly what I do, etc. So it's an amazing little system. And since having that's been quite a game changer recently. And I kind of feel like that's what we need to kind of really up and have more of that, don't we? Don't you think? We need more of that kind of situation. Yeah. Should we go into the chat, because you're clearly, a bit.
I'm fine.
Are you sure? All right. Nick says, I've missed your unique blend of live stream chaos. Thank you, Nick. Lee said, remember to unclip it before you get up. That will hurt. Yeah, I've had to take it off. You look like you're holding a normal sized mic with huge hands. Clip the mic to your hairline. So this is really all about the mic.
The mic, yeah.
Mandy says, surely run up to Christmas will be good for you with all the cool stuff you sell. Yes, but the margins are not. The thing is, we love selling that stuff, and we obviously, we do sell a lot of that stuff.
The margins are definitely more in
but
the
margins
stuff,
are in still the used stuff. So I think that's what we have really appreciated, is the margins from the used stuff allow us to fund some of the new stuff, but also it allows us to carry that business to keep going, and to kind of just be okay, because the margins are not always amazing, especially if you sell that stuff online. We'll sell that stuff in the shop happily, but when you start doing online, it starts eating into
it. Does eat into the margins a little bit.
So we kind of prefer to
it's not to say selling online. It's okay for our website, because obviously
website's fine.
That
eBay,
that's almost the same as selling
those
in the
15% fees hurt more on certain wholesale, and not all wholesale. Some wholesale is great on eBay as well. The margins are plenty, but there's certain things that aren't. And so that's obvious. That really anything that's super popular is not going to have great margins, but you can kind of sell lots of it, so that's fine. But we do love having the used stuff for that reason. So I suppose, after all the beard stuff and the clipping the mic, which kind of I think has taken away from the validity of what we were talking about somewhat. We turn everything into a clown show, Beck, don't we, hun?
No, not at all.
I think we do.
No, you're the one that clipped it to your beard, okay?
It works. It was what was right. It may have looked silly a little bit.
Yeah, maybe just a little.
But it was so good. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Were you worried about turning your head too quick?
No.
Oh.
I think I had enough slack on the cord.
Because do you know what the
really short? I needed long cord. It's such a short cord.
The cord's not very long.
Honey, shrunk the mic.
It won't actually even stretch over to show you.
Kath says, honey, I shrunk the mic. Mother's mustache laughing about a bit of wee. Oh, Jay Dennis is with all this laughter. I'm waiting the statement, a bit of wee. Okay. Good evening, Monkey Thrifter. Thank you for popping in. Josh says, hey, you guys. Nice to catch a live stream. We'll see if you say that by the end of it. So thank you. Daniel Gitar says, it's just me or the size of the difference of those two mics, pure comedy. It is kind of funny.
It is quite
Daniel,
funny because
Tommy
being
is
right
late.
In front of your face,
Tommy says, hi, sorry I'm late. My schedule for YouTube is a bit off. No worries, Tommy.
No need to be sorry.
You've not missed much. I clipped this mic to my beard. I liked it. Beck couldn't stop laughing.
I couldn't stop laughing.
But yeah.
It's, just as it is, yeah.
The mics are the same size. Daniel says, Kathy is Beck can see the different sizes. Very funny, Kathy.
Oh, man.
What else are people saying? Beck's handling the big mic. Well, I dread to think what she's going to do to this. Okay, so people saying hi. Another heat wave due to Tommy, so all's good, says Chris. Oh, yeah. Margins, he used to sell cameras. Most new camera margins are about 5%, says Jay Dennis. Yeah, exactly. New stuff doesn't have, especially online, so that's it. Mandy says, I get you, Z and Bex. I forgot about... forget about that. Yeah, when I only sell secondhand. Maybe we'll get another big mic and then they will look like Smashy and Icy. Great. It's for charity. Do you believe that if you didn't have your physical shop or a YouTube channel, you'd still make sales on your private website? I love the idea of my own website, but traffic is so difficult. 100%, Josh. And the only reason I say that is we have had sales where we've inquired that because it's always really because when you do get sales at first, it is a big deal, you know, because you're not going to get many. But we've actually inquired, you know, you ask people, especially when people are buying from you, they don't mind. And we've had situations where people have literally found us through searching for a product. And that is the kind of the best.
And that's best feeling. Really so like exciting when that does actually happen. I mean, we had one not so long ago actually where she was really excited by the product we had. You got into a bit of a conversation and you asked her. This was all through like our messenger box on our website. So we've got like a chat box on our website that kind of alerts our phones that there's someone on the website trying to get in contact with us.
And we just asked, like, how did you find? And you were like, I was searching for this. I think they were searching for like at the time we had a Stranger Things Max figure, and so and also we have had other sales from people that definitely are not
TikTok.
We've actually had TikTok.
Really good one. We've had,
but again, that's social media. But yeah, it's not from YouTube and all that stuff. It's so it's definitely doable. And the thing is, Josh, at the moment we've not spent any money. Like, or we've, you know, I think one of the
we
things
used to run a few Facebook ads, but we haven't done that for a long time.
That was before we started the SEO stuff. I think firstly you've got to make sure everything is as best optimized as possible. Tea Cakes in the chat has got a lot of kind of experience in this, but I think SEOing your content is really important, like renaming your photos, the alt texts and the titles, everything like that. If you do all those little things, it can help.
Even down to like our titles on our website are different to the titles on eBay.
But just a caveat, our website sales are still really low. Really low. We're still really impressed when we get sales on it. It's weird. Sometimes you'll get like a glut of sales in a week, and then it's really weird, quiet for a week. But the thing is, we're not doing any paid advertising. And I think I honestly feel if we started doing some paid advertising. We'd see a few more results. Our Google search is now starting to grow. We use things like Pointy, which shows our stock, and you know, all
that's like the Google thing. Pointy.
So you definitely can do it. It's definitely doable. You know, like Tea Cakes is a great example of that, and there's plenty of other people that have their own website working. But yes, traffic
but it's not going to be like an overnight thing. I mean, I don't expect our website to be like. I mean,
it can take months for your SEO. If you're doing like a bunch of SEO changes, like search engine changes, it can take months for it to like really.
I think
make
it's about
a difference.
6 months.
I don't know. It depends.
6 months.
I don't know what we read that was like. It can take months for. Was it somewhere some blog we read or something?
Yeah,
where
it was
like
a blog that
changes can take a long time for you to rank high. But we're not. Honestly, I think obviously you've got to research your stuff. I think it is doable though. However, I do feel that some sort of social media, it might not be like your own YouTube channel type thing, or a physical shop.
I think businesses that are willing to use social media, like the TikTok, Instagram, your Facebook as well, are the ones that are going to be like. We need to start doing advertising and stuff, really, like paying for like Google ads or something at some point. I don't know when, but there we go. What Tommy says, question: I want to come for some pie if I land in Liverpool. Will I come out sounding like that guy with all the military and landmines? No, Tommy, you should be just fine. I don't believe it's contagious. The accent is just not. It's just an accent. But yes, definitely, it would be great to see you, man. I thought he was talking about having enough slack on his beard. Hi, Maddie. I believe you were in Stockport recently. We were there this week playing with the 2P machines, as Kathy. Z, is that Mike, the wired one that Terry Wogan using blankety blank? It might be similar. I don't know. Mandy says, if you visit me, Tommy, I'll turn you scouts. All right, sales from TikTok, so they're dancing. You know what? It's more than that, Barry. We actually had a customer who was
he's completely unaware of this YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
He only follows us on TikTok.
Yeah.
And he happened to be working up north. I'm sure I might have mentioned this earlier. And he kind of popped
into the
shop and shopped with us
because it was working
because of TikTok.
It was working locally, and then he
was
obviously realised he was close to our shop, and then he popped in.
He was a gent similar to my age, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like your image of who uses TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think of that, and then just imagine a regular gent probably in his 40s like me. And he because he'd seen us on TikTok, and my TikTok following is minuscule.
I mean, you only started
1,300 followers, I think, and I'm not even putting up daily content at the moment or
which
anything.
Which is something that we need to
do. It's crazy how social media
add it
is
to the list of things that we need to do, man.
Yeah.
We
social media is super important. So social media, like, you might not need a YouTube channel or anything like that for yourself, but for your business,
definitely do it for your business.
I think you've got to start promoting your business, like even if it's just sharing the kind of cool stuff you pick up. So for example, even if you just sell used stuff, I think if you just sell normal used stuff, like a lot of people, I think if you picked up, like, say if you were into toys or collectibles or whatever, if you started just sharing what you were picking up, people would be like, wow, this person's got a great eye for X, Y, or Z.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into X, Y, or Z. Let me follow them. And I bet that would get you sales as well. And I think people do get sales like that. People follow certain people that they know pick up certain types of things that they like. And people follow them on Instagram, etc. And people get sales from that. So some kind of social media, unfortunately, I think is necessary. TikTok, so the dancing works. And Barry says, yeah, I did mention it. Okay. Don't go too heavy on Google pay-per-click, costs a small fortune and see little gain in my experience. What we've avoided spending any money at all, TK, so that's good to know. You mentioned it in the shop video. Cool. Right, so good. We are now halfway through our live stream.
Yeah.
So we've hopefully discussed the main topic adequately. I think so.
After all the laughing stopped.
Barely, yeah. But we have gotten some sales ready. Some
we've got some sales
to
share.
We thought, why not share some stuff that we've sold? Why not just share that? Because something else to talk about.
Why not?
Why not? Right, I'll have to kind of.
We're only on one screen.
Yeah.
We haven't got the second screen set up.
No, we haven't got two screens, unfortunately.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so I need to just get us onto the correct screen.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to share with you guys. Some sales. All right. So if everything is going as planned, you guys should now be able to see a power supply.
Will the chat show?
Hey Lex, how are you?
Sorry to interrupt you, but will the chat show on our screen? While
we're doing this?
Yeah.
Well, I can kind of do it like that, and then I think it will. Yep, there you go. It still shows.
Okay,
it still shows. Yeah.
That's fine.
Right.
It's just so that we can see it.
Yeah. Hey Lex, thanks for popping in. No, there's no graphs, but here's some sales. We're going to do some sales. This is stuff that we've sold within the last week. So just to give you an idea of the kind of stuff that we've been getting into. One of the things I've recently started getting into is rescuing old computers that are being dumped pretty much, and going into them and seeing if there's anything worthwhile salvaging, right? So stuff that's about to get chucked, just see if there's any value in any of it. And sometimes there can be. This here is a power supply for a PC. It can look daunting, but if you've ever built a PC before, which I have built quite a few PCs, I always build my own PCs. This is not daunting. It just looks it. Do you know what I mean? These are called, they're basically PC power supplies. This is a decent-ish brand, Be Quiet. It's only a 500 watt power supply. And these power supplies normally have like a rating. So they're all like 80 plus silver, 80 plus. There's 80 plus bronze, silver, platinum, titanium. And that's all to do with how efficient they are. This one's an 80 plus silver rated, which is still good, which is really good. And this is a like Be Quiet one. And like I said, basically cost me nothing because it was just from a salvaged computer. And I got 25 quid for it. So can't grumble, right? Pretty pleased with that.
It's very good.
complete with rubber bands. Those rubber bands I put on to tidy up the cables.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
the person did get the rubber bands.
Yeah, they got the free rubber bands. So yeah, and you can see all the information there, like how many amps on the was it on the 12-volt rail? That's what people want to always know. So yeah, it's a pretty decent power supply and sold for 25 quid. Next item, now this is quite a topical item. It's an energy meter reader. So obviously with everyone's energy prices skyrocketing, I guess. Lots of people are now going to be keen to know how much they're spending on this. I think I got this for £1. This is a N-Power Duet 2, and it basically, just is an energy meter thingy majiggy. So
you can see,
you plug it in and you can see how much energy it is. Yeah. It sold. I had it up for $14.99. I think there's a 5% off voucher, so someone paid like $14.34 or something for it. So pretty pleased with that little sale. So energy meter readers worth picking up. I didn't think they would be because because they gave them away free, right?
Well, they did, yeah.
Yeah. This was like a freebie giveaway for a lot of. We got ours for free.
Ours was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So yeah.
Ours was for free, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah. But a pretty good seller, right? Yeah. Next item. Do you want to talk about this one?
This item is a guitar. See, I'm doing the guitar. The Guitar Hero. No, not Guitar Hero. Like guitar thingy.
Yeah, it's a guitar
for
thingy.
For the Wii. Did you need to do that or?
No, that's right.
You sure?
Yeah.
So it's for the Wii. It's a guitar thing. This one we picked up from Carboot.
We bought this and a bunch of prints. I think it was from Norcross.
So we've had this for a little while actually.
Yeah. It hung around way too long. It's a Gretsch Duo Jet George Harrison guitar.
Maybe we priced it up a little bit higher. Maybe that's why it hung around.
We didn't sell it for $69.
I was going to say.
Yeah, we had it up for $69.99 plus shipping. In the end, we think we sold it for $45. I sent out an offer of $45. And finally it sold. I just wanted to get rid of it really. And it's going abroad to the global shipping program. I think all in all the customers paid about 100 quid for this.
Oh wow!
So 45 plus the global shipping. Yeah. So I'm just pleased to see it go.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think we paid £15. We got the guitar and we got some really nice canvas prints that we sold some stuff.
I remember.
It was like an all-in deal. So finally it's gone for 45. So I'm pretty happy with that. Next item is this lovely Shawn Michaels action figure. Now, this is a Jakks Pacific figure. Normally, I tend to just focus on Mattel action figures for wrestling. I don't really like Jakks Pacific figures. I think they look horrible like this, or like out of proportion arms, and it just looks a bit silly. However, there are some Jakks Pacific figures that do have some value. So this is a 2003 Shawn Michaels in a referee outfit. It came in a bundle.
I was actually playing with him the other day.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I was like posing him with John Cena and another guy.
Yeah, with John Cena and Randy Orton or something. So this is $14.99. This sold for, so pretty happy with that. I was actually quite happy to see that go. So I was surprised at the value of this one. So if you ever see Shawn Michaels in a referee outfit, Jakks Pacific, pick it up. Next item, this sold within literally like an hour or two of listing, or the same day.
Yeah, this was actually quite quick. I think it was the same day. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think you were listing it like afternoon and it sold in the evening or something like that. I can't remember.
I've really enjoyed picking these up recently because I'm getting quite good at packaging them up. I'm not really concerned about shipping CRT TVs. Now, what's interesting is with CRT TVs, it does help if you've got some kind of like decent-ish brands. There's lots of like lower end brand portable TVs. This is a Philips, so a better brand. And what's kind of rare about this is 99% of 14-inch CRT TVs from back in the day were mono. So this is actually one of the few which is a stereo TV.
You know, this is going right
Speakers,
over my head.
One speaker is mono.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
So
but
so why is that over your head?
I don't know. It just does. Like as soon as you start speaking about stuff like that.
Okay. This has got two speakers. It's stereo, so it's better sound. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got front composite video inputs as well. So
it's got some things that you can stick.
So you can stick in your console. Yeah, it wasn't in the best condition. because it just wasn't like the casing was a bit grubby, and I did try to clean it, but I didn't want to spend too long cleaning it either. I made sure the front was respectable and cleaned up. The back of it is a bit iffy, but I did mention it's got some marks where you can see it's kind of a bit grubby, but hopefully that's clear in the photos. Anyway, it sold very quickly for my asking of $69.99 plus shipping. I think it sold within a few hours of listing, so it just shows.
It didn't take long to go, did it?
Yeah, it just shows that they're worth picking up, these things. This was a nice little charity shop pickup, but again, a very quick flip. This wasn't it?
This was really quick.
I paid a tenner for these. So,
we accepted an offer on this.
Yeah. These are Mendel or Mindel.
I don't know.
I'd
I'll
say it's
leave
pretty
you to
Mendel.
do
Yeah. Really nice, like walking boots. They've got Gore-Tex. They've got Vibram soles. They're an okay size, nothing special, but they were a tenner. I listed them. I took some photos. I didn't give them a massive cleanup or anything like that. I listed them for 80 quid. We got an offer of 50 quid, and I took it because it was like instant. It was like overnight money. It was like I took a tenner, listed them, and within an hour I'd had an offer of 50, and I was like 10 to 50 minus fees. I'll end up with like 40 quid or whatever. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine. That's a nice little flip. If they were like a better size, like if they were like a size 9 or a 10 or something like that, then I think I could have gotten a bit more money. But really happy with that. And just pleased with that kind of sale. Moving on. We're now onto a Sony Blu-ray player.
Yep.
This is definitely worth looking out for. These, aren't they? They're super small. They're very compact. They're very light. Was not difficult to ship. So look out for Blu-ray players, especially if they've got like 3D or something. And yeah, they're really nice little players. This would have fetched more money. I think I could have gotten 40, 50 quid, but it actually had damage to the bottom case. As you can see in this photograph here, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but right in the center of the photo, the edge is cracked at the bottom. So the casing was literally damaged, which obviously affects the value a little bit. So I ended up just selling for 30 quid, but again, I think it was like a £2 pickup or something. So, definitely worth looking out for 3D Blu-ray players. That Philips 2, I think, is the same TV I had for my bedroom as part of my 18th birthday, says Barry Francis. Oh, okay. And Alfie and Barry's also said he's just realised that Alfie hasn't barked at the pigeon on the roof. What happened? Did Alfie finally get it, or did you just shoot the pigeon?
No, it just hasn't.
And Alfie's not here, is he? Oh, he's sleeping. Oh my god, yeah. He's sleeping right behind us. Yeah, he's sleeping.
I think he might have just woken up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
he's laying on the floor.
Well, hopefully no pigeon's going to land on the roof.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. And Josh says, I'm packaging Mendel boots as we speak. Had plenty of pairs in the past. Solid boots always fly out. Very true. Very true. And Kathy says, Chorley have set up a midweek evening car boot. Lee Monkey, not very good this week though. It's probably just because it's starting.
Yeah, we were hoping to have a look at that one, weren't we? At some point.
Yeah. Should we move on to the next item? Only got a few left to zip through.
Yep. This is Cuddle Bug. This is like a cutting machine thingy.
Embossing machine.
Yeah, it only came with like the.
It came with some plates,
didn't it?
Yeah. No dies.
Yeah, no dies. We picked this up from Car Boot.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was Charity Shop for £5.
Oh, was it Charity Shop?
Paid a £5.
Oh no, the other one we haven't listed, have we? It's out.
Yeah, that one needs a power supply.
Yeah.
That one's going to be more money.
That was the Car Boot one.
Yeah.
So yeah, Charity Shop.
It's a manual. Yeah, it's a manual machine. This one, so it's cheaper. It weighs quite a bit. So even though it's quite small. Now the thing with this is this was quite badly yellowed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see from.
I didn't list this one.
No, you didn't list any of this stuff, really.
No.
No.
Actually,
you've been listing a lot,
right,
but yeah, I don't think you've listed.
I haven't listed any of this stuff.
Yeah. So this sold. We bought this for a £5. I listed it for 25 with $7.99 shipping, and again, it sold within like an hour or two. It sold very quickly. Within an hour or two of listing. So definitely worth keeping an eye out on Cuttle Bugs, especially if you get all the plates, and even better if you get some dies with them. then it's even better. Why did you have to disturb him, hon?
I didn't disturb him. You woke
did.
him up.
No, you woke him up. You woke him up.
He was sleeping all nicely, and then you woke him up.
Next item. Now, this was a pickup I got from a car boot. This was a car boot pickup.
This was quite recent as well.
Yeah, this was quite recent.
At least the last 1 or 2 weeks.
This took 1 or 2, max 2 weeks, but I think it took 1 week to sell. I think it took 1 week. And what this is, I got this from one of those house clearance dudes, and he was just happy to sell stuff cheap. But he charged me a $5 for this, and it's a Breg T-scope. And what that is basically a leg brace. Yeah, that's all it is. A leg brace. It locks. It's very easy to test. It's got that little red latch, and that locks it in place. If you undo it, then you can change the angle, etc. It was in good condition. And it sold. I think I took an offer of 30, or no, I sent offers out for 35, and it sold for 35 free shipping. And it goes as a small parcel for £2.85. So really happy with that from a $5. Nice quick sale. Took a week, max 2 weeks. Second to last sale is this LG soundbar and wired subwoofer. I think I paid a tenner for this, and yeah. Basically, it is what it is. It's a LG soundbar with a subwoofer. Sold it. I think I got the 50 plus shipping on this. Actually, at worst, I might have sold it for 45 or maybe 40.
I can't remember.
I don't know. Let me just check now. It's really annoying that for some reason
it doesn't show you the price that we.
Doesn't it annoy you that? Okay, I think it's sold. Actually... Hold on, let's have a look. Okay, yeah, it's sold for $47.49 plus shipping. So someone got 5% off on the voucher. $47.49 plus shipping. So we're really happy with that. And finally, okay, maybe not. No, that's it. That was it. That's the 10th. That's the 10th one. That was like a
that was our search that we were just doing.
Exactly. So pretty happy with those sales. Can't really grumble.
No.
Barry says, with the leg brace, did Z walk around pretending he was Stone Cold Steve Austin to test it? I would have liked to.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't. I missed that.
Yeah. Should have definitely done that.
Yeah, I should have done that. So pretty happy with sales. Have been kind of, like I said, that's been pretty indicative of the stuff we're selling, and then obviously we've had our shop sales. And we've said, like, you know, some other bits. So let's see Beck's sales now, says Dave. Well, Beck's sales are going to be more like the stuff that's sold in the shop, if I'm honest.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah, because I do a lot of the.
I do a lot of the
comics and.
I've been listing comics,
game guides.
My Little Pony.
Novels,
finished with My Little Pony this week.
Ponies,
that was
we've sold. No, you know what? We could actually show. We've sold quite a lot of My Little Ponies as well. But you know, we just thought we'd show you like the nicer things that we've sold. The My Little Ponies like basic sales, aren't they? Like £8, £10, stuff like that. So we thought we'd show you some of the nicer sales. That's all. But yeah, we've sold loads actually.
Yeah. But no, because a lot of the stuff, like with the My Little Ponies, a lot of it is on eBay as well. I know we've sold like 2 or 3 this week.
I think maybe even more actually. I think you'd be surprised. I think it's about 4 or 5 at least. I think we've sold My Little Ponies.
Yeah. So you can see like Zaheer does more of the direct.
I do all the shipping as well, so that's
eBay stuff. Yeah, and he does all the shipping as well. So I haven't got a clue what
No.
Only if something sells from the shop, and then I'm like. Because I always check eBay first thing.
And you take it off.
Take that off sale, take that off sale. So even then, and the thing is, I'm only looking at like the shop stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even go down the list, and it, like if I see like it looks like an electronic or I know it's Outback, I don't even read the rest of the title.
Exactly.
Go, not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's been pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Can't grumble with how things are going at the minute, but this is why we want to make sure that we can continue to continue to source and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's Myra Hussein says, only come on to say hi. Quick update: moving abroad soon, and we'll do eBay remotely. Sounds very complicated. Hope it works out for you, but thanks for the comment. But yeah, so I think that's about it really with what we've been up to.
Yeah, I mean, we've not. We've been doing the same thing all week, really, haven't we? So it's been like in the shop, listing, sourcing, speaking to customers, sourcing.
It's definitely been. The thing is, it's this is now like our peak season in the shop.
Wednesday was technically our day off, right? And I ended up working for it. My break on Wednesday was just to cook dinner, because we didn't have our listings for Wednesday, did we? We were so busy Monday, Tuesday. We didn't get our drafts up enough to cover us for the Wednesday day off to have listings go live on the Wednesday. So ended up photographing stuff and bringing it home.
And then
listing from home. Yeah. And it's so much more difficult to list from home.
Well, when you've got all your distractions around you. And
I found it so difficult to get going in the first place.
Yeah.
And then while I was doing it, I was like, this is my day off. I shouldn't be working.
Yeah.
Why am I working?
So
it's my day off.
Yeah. So it was just taking longer.
I was just taking longer because that was all that was going through my head. And I'm surprised I didn't write it on the listing. This is my day off. Why am I listing?
You have just done the work and then you've just been done. Oh, one other thing I want to talk about actually. One other thing, like in the theme of upgrades and stuff, right?
Oh.
This week we use this camera that we're using. I use this camera to take my photos. Mm-hmm. And it's quite a high megapixel camera. It's like a 32 megapixel camera, right? Mm-hmm. So this week I thought, wait a second, why have I not just adjusted stuff? And I reduced the resolution on this camera down. So now this camera is set to take 2.5 million pixel photos. So really low resolution. So the photos I've been taking for eBay and our website, basically 2.5 megapixel photos. So that's like going back to the early 2000s in terms of, but it looks fantastic. Mm-hmm. It looks great on the website. It looks great on eBay. And most of all, it has saved us so much time, because I was thinking, like, you get pretty quick at doing your listings, and the only thing that ever holds you up is when you're uploading your photos to eBay. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is so slow, or to your website or your server, website, whatever. Yeah. So in our case, we have to upload it to our website, and then when we verify it from our website, it then takes it from the website, it sends it to eBay. So we've got to bear that in mind. So we've got two lots of uploads.
Two lots of uploads, really. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad when it's going from the website to eBay, but obviously we have to upload to the website. That's the slowest bit. But since we've dropped it down to 2 megapixel photos, they've been amazing. So I can't really complain. And Jason says, you car booting this weekend? Yes, we are car booting. So we'll be going Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
I think we'll be at Billsborough, won't we?
Yeah, we'll probably be at Billsborough.
Be at Billsborough. So it's the closest one to us, so that's where we'll end up going.
Yeah. Have we done any number crunching on listing by pounds versus numbers of listings? Not this week, Tommy.
Yeah,
not this week. We're still just ain't focused on.
It's definitely something that we want to look into, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Tracking the value is important, but we are happy about the amount we're getting done is pretty good. We're starting to get a consistent daily amount of sales now, which is nice. But we do want to get the value up though. I mean, our average selling price currently is £30, which is not bad.
That's not bad.
It was £29.30, which I think is pretty decent. But yeah, you can always improve. But £30 average selling price is decent. So. What else are people saying? The 8-bit retro look. You know what, Tommy? That's an interesting point. Let me just show you some pictures. I don't think they're that bad. Let me just make sure. I don't think they're that bad. Let me find some pictures. The cells I've just been showing you. Most of those have been taken 2.5 megapixel photos. If I'm honest, I'm pretty sure. I've got to make sure I choose something that I've taken.
Have to choose something you've listed.
Oh yeah, here's one. I forgot to mention this cell. Yeah, this was a decent cell. Let me just see if I can just show you guys.
Get the photo bigger one there.
So I can show. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, they're not bad. I mean, this isn't the best photo, but this is a sale I forgot to share with you guys actually. So here you go. So this is actually an item we sold this week as well, and this a guy actually came and collected from us and paid cash on collection. We did it all through eBay, so he completed the sale on eBay, chose he was going to do cash on collection, came around, saw it working, he wanted to see it working really, and then he basically,
which you can't blame him for.
which you can't blame him for, because he's
I
had
think
bad experience before.
I think that's exactly the right thing to do.
And honestly, look, these are more than adequate, don't you think? I mean, let me know what you guys think, but these are decent photos. I mean, and this is not an easy thing to photograph. I think this is quite because obviously it's all silver and our background's white, but it's not bad. I mean, it's decent. Yeah, you can't zoom right in, but I always use like an f11 aperture, so like everything in the photo is sharp. So whatever I take a photo of, you can see like everything like is pretty much in focus there. So
I just use my phone.
I know, but I don't like doing that. I just
use my phone.
But yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I've got to be honest, I'm pretty happy to do that now. Like it hasn't impacted things, and the stuff's looked pretty cool. But yeah. Good to see you both on top form, says Nick. Thanks for the company while I list. My backlog is almost gone. Yeah. Thanks for popping in, Nick. Really appreciate it. eBay will convert to lower res anyway. Well, that's the thing. I think eBay's minimum requirements are 500 by 500 pixel photos. The only reason I know that is because sometimes when we were using stock photos, we'd use stock photos for some of our products. And when we tried to move the listing onto eBay, eBay would reject us listing because it was
because the resolution was
Yep. So I mean, it's an interesting thing though, but it saved us. If we had the broadband we've got at home, I probably would have left it because we've got wicked broadband here at home. Our shop broadband is terrible. Our shop broadband is awful. So we had to wait and it's really frustrating that you're doing all the work as efficiently as quickly as you can, and then when you come to uploading photos, you're somehow having to sit there for yonks while it's uploading each photo. So yeah, I just think that's cool. Yeah, cool. Always curious to see how things work for everyone. Keep us updated. I will definitely be. Yeah, we will do. I mean, when we do look at like the value per listing and all of that, we will definitely keep you updated when we look into that more. Yeah. It looks good. Can't tell the difference really. Yeah, I mean, I think the only difference is obviously that when you like zoom in on photos, like if with the magnifying effect, that might show something, but I don't think it does because I've tested that on the website. I find that we've had no issues really. Like I've actually taken some pictures of we've been listing little Pokemon figures actually, guys. I'm gonna see if I can show you this because that'll be quite cool. Like these tiny Pokemon figures. Let me just show you. Hey, here's one. Will it let us go? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Right, so let me just show you this actually as well. So we've been listing these tiny Tomy vintage Pokemon figures. Now these figures are 2 inches tall, but because I've been using my camera, so I've got all the benefits of my nice camera. But like I said, the picture is only a 2.5 megapixel picture, but that's a 2 inch figure. I mean, you're not going to need more detail than that. I think that looks more than decent. You can look. You can see the writing clearly, like all the markings. It's a tiny little figure. So, yeah, I'm definitely. Happy with that. I just feel that works really well. So yeah, it's just been pretty good. Can't grumble. Okay. All right.
There we go.
Yeah. The picture is sharp, then shows the sharp logo. Says Barry, very funny. It's just something. Carl David Recycling says it seems to take away shine. Looks really easy on the eye, not as bright as the sun like some photos people put up. That is more to do with making sure you like. I do like messing, like not messing, but there's certain things it helps if you're using like a proper camera. You can control a lot of things. So for example, firstly, obviously having even lighting helps, so you get rid of any shadows and things. but you can adjust like things like your ISO and exposure compensation and things like that, so you don't like over bleach things. So you can control stuff a bit more, which is what I like. But it's still super quick taking photos. I'm like so quick with it.
I don't really edit many of my photos, to be quite honest. I don't
well,
add any brightness or anything like that.
No, I don't edit. Those are completely unedited.
I don't crop them either.
No,
I just
everything I showed you there. Everything is like as is. The work, like any adjustments I make, so are like kind of live, so once while I'm actually taking the photos, and once you know your way around the camera, it's really quick to just be like, okay, just up it a stop or take it down the stop. Like if I'm if I want a bit more light, I can drop the f-stop, etc., and do stuff like that. If you get the resolution upload problem, use screen grabber software. Okay, pictures look fine to me, says Bold Finds. Thank you for popping in. And heart pickers, Ronnie Hart, wow, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Ronnie has popped in. Appreciate it, Ronnie. We're about to call it a day though, Ronnie, but thank you for popping in. Was it Yerzy, your shop Wi-Fi isn't great? When I visited you a few weeks ago, but the low res pics look great, says Monkey's Rifter. My Wi-Fi is terrible.
The shop, honestly, it gets worse the further back in the shop you get. If you're on the phone, right, you're guaranteed to lose the conversation halfway through.
Exactly.
Because by the back of the shop, it's like our connection is like next to
How dare you? No. Oh, what? Okay. Firstly, right, I still have both the caps, right? I wear them as well. The only reason I'm not wearing a cap right now is I've got too much hair. That's literally, I can't put a cap on. I've got both the caps. How dare you donate it? No way.
You do still have...
No. I rep Cape Cod for life. That's me now. I'm like, So, but I literally can't get a cap on my head at the moment. So, yeah. Right, guys. I really do appreciate we really do appreciate everyone popping in.
We do.
Thanks for the company.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you've got any comments, questions, blah blah blah, leave them in the comment section and all that stuff. Hope you have a really good car boot tomorrow.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.